Of the last rule with Robo. Anyway, just to remind you, we're on the topic of Bernie Sanders and his comparison of what Hitler did in World War II and what the Vietnam vets / America did in Vietnam. So I was on a rant where I said they were proud, brave, and brilliant. And they still are today. Okay? It's amazing. It's amazing how stupid people are today. Bernie, we get your anti-war. We get your anti-America. We get your anti-everything American. But what I don't get is how you could be all that and then expect American people to vote for you. How you expect people who love their vets, truly love their vets, not the ones that go, oh, Susie Lee down the street, she put up a welcome home vet sign, so I'm going to put up one too, and then I'm also going to, trim my hedge to where it's like, one of their emblems. Look at me, Susie Lee. I'm more patriotic than you. The real ones. The real ones like me, who have a constant flow of love for vets, whose natural trigger point is vet. And you don't want to piss me off about a vet. Please don't do that. Because if we're face to face, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how strong you are. You're going to get kicked in the nuts. Or punched in the face if I can reach it. And I don't care if I win or lose that fight, you finna get ran on. That's what's gonna happen. You say something bad to me about vets. But that's all irrelevant. We already all know the stories about Robo and her trigger point. Our vets, our Vietnam vets, cannot be compared to anyone. No one. Not on this earth. Not on this earth. Not unless there's real live angels walking around, which I do believe some, there are angels among us. But I believe that they all wear the title of veteran. These Vietnam vets, they go through hell. They live in hell. They live with the memory of their own people hating on them. And some of them, they're like, whatever, fuck it. And then others, they're really hurt by it because they don't think we understand where they're coming from. But after spending some time around them, I'm going to tell you, Bernie, about the Vietnam vet. They went out there. They fought like hell. They watched their brothers and their sisters get hurt and or die. They fought for another country and another people. They gave their lives for the children and the women and the men of that country that couldn't defend themselves, so they defended them. They came home to people laughing and making fun of them because those people couldn't designate that the Vietnam vet is different from the government. Name one Vietnam vet that give a fuck about bamboo unless it's in a survival mode. Name one Vietnam vet that give a fuck about what Vietnam had that American government wanted. Name one. None of them. Amidst all this, they saw people ducking and dodging the draft. And they could have done that just as easily. But they didn't. The ones that went over there felt a sense of duty and honor. And then when they got there, they defended a people that was not their own. And then they came home to people like you. And then on top of that, everybody now saying thank a Vietnam vet for what they did. Be kind to them, buy them supper, buy them coffee, give them a hug, whatever. And then they got people like you who sit there and say you were just as bad as Hitler. No, man. No, bro. That ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. And if you a Bernie Sanders supporter, I know I have a few on my list. Go and get off my list and get the fuck away from me. I don't care if you believe in what he says or not. If you gonna vote for Bernie Sanders, stay the fuck away from me. On GP. On GP. It was a Vietnam vet that brought my brain back to reality after my daddy died. It was a Vietnam vet that brought me back. When my daddy died, I hated the military. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody know this story? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it on forefront. I work for the opposing team. But the simple fact is that when my daddy died, he didn't have an honor guard. He had a thrown together honor guard. And it was right around the corner where he was buried from the air base that he worked at, and they couldn't be arsed to send him an honor guard. His CO, knowing that my dad was hanging on to life with multiple cancer, dying in the hospital, he was hanging on to life, trying to get that promotion so that my mama could be okay and take care of his family. That damn CO decided to promote him after he died. And I had a stern hatred. And it was a Vietnam vet that said, don't hate us too long. And reminded me that on my daddy's deathbed, I promised to take care of his brothers and sisters. So I put my feelings aside. I put my hatred aside. And I said, you know what? I hate that man that did that didn't bother sending an honor guard, that didn't bother promoting him before he died, knowing damn well that was my daddy's last want in life. I hate that man. And that Vietnam vet said, just because you hate that one man, that's okay. You could hate as people, but don't hate us as a total. Because if you hate us, you have to hate your father too. And I was like, well, that makes sense. And so he brought me back. And I was like, I'm sorry for all the hateful things I said. And he said, I forgive you. Just go forth and think about stuff before you decide. He said, you ain't got to be on our side. You can be against us. Just think about it. Do what you want to do, what's in your heart. And I thought about it. I thought long about it. And now I'm doing what's in my heart. My heart is not to be against our military. My heart is to realize all the good shit that they did. My heart is to remember my word to my daddy and take care of his brothers and sisters of every war, not just Vietnam. My heart is to remind myself daily that to be in true support of someone, you have to take it inside your being, your soul. And you got to honor that. So yeah, I had a stint. But like I said, it was because I was angry at one person. And my anger, that's going to be the death of me, trust me. My anger didn't allow me to see that it's okay to hate one person and not hate the next, just because they the same. But with Bernie Sanders and his supporters, If you gonna vote Bernie Sanders, honestly, think about what he says. Think about what's in your heart. Think about who you are and if you agree. Not think about if I want free shit. I want to know, honestly, what the fuck are they teaching in schools today to let a man like that give a lecture to ninth graders with a topic like that? That's bullshit. And if I was there, man, me and Bernie would have verbally gone at it. And yes, I say it that way in respect to the fact I don't want anybody thinking I'm threatening anybody. I would have verbally gone at it. Verbally. And made sure all them ninth graders knew what he was saying is bullshit. In closing, because I'm getting re-mad and it's not good for my health. In closing, Vietnam vets, turn a blind eye to idiots like that. Because they don't know, they don't learn, they don't hear. They have no idea. That man's so anti-American way, that is sickening. It's sickening. And know in your hearts that we do love you. We do indeed love you. And some of us, through many hard times, have thought and used our heart and used our brain and used our soul to guide us. And I figure like this. My religion says that what's in your heart is godly. That's where God lives, in your heart. And he guides by your heart. Now, if truly love is from your heart, and I love y'all, on the whole, on the face, not necessarily separate individual people like that asshole that couldn't be bothered to send a honor guard or bothered to give my dad a promotion. Not that asshole. But y'all on your face, and a lot of you personally, then I think it's truly meant by God for us to love you. It's truly divine to understand what you did. You defended. You did not attack. You did not kill. You did not murder. You defended. And that's where people get it wrong. When you look at the term self-defense and defense, you see it is when other people attack you or other people attack. What did the Viet Cong do? They attacked people that you felt were your charges. And those people couldn't defend themselves, so you stood in defense. And legally, that's sound. That's a sound legal defense. So I'm wondering how he say you cared about all them resources that we needed from Vietnam. When did you get any kind of part of it? No. Did you get a piece of that action? No. So how you care, how you go over there caring about the resources? How you go over there attacking? How you go over there doing anything but defending a people that were defenseless? I think my argument stands up. I think my argument holds water. And I think I could see from both sides better than anybody else in the world. Seeing as one time I was on the other side. So I could fully contemplate both sides. And this is what I came up with. You guys ain't nothing what they say you are. Nothing. You are purely and simple this. Heroes. You are loved and cherished. Not only by your people. Not only by your people. But that child that was saved, he talking about you too. Every time Vietnam vets, American Vietnam vets are mentioned, that person who had the opportunity to grow up and have a life because of you, he talking, saying, yeah, I remember a guy who picked me up when I was a kid and ran me through gunfire and saved my life. And his children and his grandchildren are sitting around going, wow, what was he like? Well, he was an American Vietnam vet. That's who you are. And still today, you defend people who can't defend themselves. Whether it be verbally or physically. You are defenders. So there's no way in hell his argument that you did just the same as Hitler did can even be on the table. America utilized her military maybe to protect resources as per the government's mind. But y'all defended a people and defenseless people. Y'all didn't attack and hurt people like Hitler's army did. So please, Bernie Sanders folks, think about what he's saying. Think about what he's doing. Stop thinking about, oh, we get free shit. Yay, everybody loves free shit. But free shit comes at a price. And I know, all y'all know a Vietnam vet. Can you turn and look at that Vietnam vet and allow that price to be their reputation for being defenders and honorable people, brave and brilliant, heroic individuals? Can you do that? I can't. All the free shit in the world ain't gonna make me change my mind. All the promises of, oh, we'll be a utopian society, won't change my mind. Because I'd rather have Vietnam vets on my side, on my team, and know they're loved and honored by me than to have all the free shit to make the pain in my back and my body go away. And maybe that's the point you guys haven't thought of. He's offering all this free shit, but at the same time, he's degrading America. He's turning it socialist. Remember, a republic is great if you could keep it. And I'm sorry to all them people that are Bernie Sanders fans. If you truly follow that man, you're an idiot. Because only idiots can look at what they sacrificed, what they gave, and believe they were just as bad as that evil, murderous bastard called Hitler. And that's real with Robo. Vietnam vets, you keep your head up. Remember, you ever need defending, call on me. I'll defend you to the fullest. Any vet that needs to know exactly who and what they are, ask me. I'll tell you the truth. And you remember, I look at this from both sides, all sides. And my verdict of Bernie's argument, he's a fucking idiot. Consider the source. And get real with Robo. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I don't give a damn what you do. You know I don't. Watch my videos, share them, don't share them, whatever. It's up to you to do what you want to do. But always thank a vet. And don't thank them because Sally Mae down the street doing it. Thank them because they defend. They're guardians. They're great people. They're honorable. They're loving, caring, compassionate individuals. And they won't bribe you to like them, like Bernie does. Y'all take care now. Bye.